Good evening, audience. Today we are going to share our ESP course that was created by Yinary Acosta and me, William Ceballos Reales. This presentation will be focused on showing 4 aspects of the course that are need analysis, syllabus, methodology, and evaluation.
The first step of this course was to carry out a need analysis, which its purpose was to explore the way in which English is used on an undergraduate program of Córdoba University. The program chosen was Social Sciences. The sample was conformed by 5 students who belong to 3rd semester and 2 educators who teach in the same program. To continue talking about the needs analysis, it is important to point it out that it is divided into 2 main categories: learning needs and target needs. Regarding to learning needs, the first question was: ¿cómo ha sido tu experiencia con el aprendizaje del inglés? 40% de los estudiantes respondieron que buena. 20% aseguraron que la experiencia con este idioma ha sido regular. Otro 20% dijeron que su experiencia ha sido mala. Y el último 20% dijo que su experiencia ha sido frustrante. Segunda pregunta. ¿Crees que es importante aprender inglés? 80% de los estudiantes de este programa dijeron que sí, para ellos era importante aprender inglés. Pero el 20% restante dijo que no era importante aprender este idioma. Tercera pregunta. ¿Cuál de los siguientes temas te gustaría aprender en inglés? 40% dijo que cultura. Otro 20% aseguró que le gustaría aprender más sobre entretenimiento. 20% dijo que política y el 20% restante dijo que ciencias. Cuarta pregunta. ¿Dónde usas el idioma inglés? 60% de los estudiantes dijeron que la usan en la web, 20% fuera de clase y el 20% restante en las clases. Quinta pregunta. ¿Por qué estás tomando el curso de inglés? 40% dijeron que por obligación. 20% porque se relaciona con su carrera y el 40% restante porque es muy importante.
Concerning to the target needs, the first question was, ¿cuál es el propósito para usar inglés en esta empresa? El 50% de los participantes afirmó que el inglés es utilizado con propósitos de estudio. Por el contrario, el 50% restante afirmó que el inglés es utilizado con fines de estudio. Con relación a la segunda pregunta, el 100% de los participantes afirmó que el idioma inglés es utilizado principalmente con población estudiantil en esta empresa. Con relación a la tercera pregunta, el 50% de los participantes dijo que el idioma inglés se utiliza algunas veces en esta empresa, mientras que el 50% de los participantes expresó que el idioma inglés se utiliza siempre. The second step of this ESP course was the syllabus. It was a skill-based syllabus, and it included 4 as a general objectives to enable the students to communicate general and specific information related to countries, nationalities, ages, professions, and languages. And as a specific objectives, to teach students how to use verb to be to talk about other people, to show vocabulary related to nationalities, languages, and ages, and to teach students how to build questions using WH questions. This is the unit that is divided in 7 columns. The first is related to tasks that prompt students to talk about life in other countries through dialogues for exchanging ideas. The second one is about the ability of listening. In this activity, students will listen to people talking about countries, cities, and their professions. The other activity is related to reading, which students intends students to read simple paragraphs about people, customs related to the places they come from. The other activity is related to speaking, and its goal is to talk about cities, countries, asking and giving information about places of origin, nationality, and first language and ages. The other ability is related to writing skill, and here students will write questions about requesting personal information. The other category is related to grammar, and in this part students will learn about simple present, third person, and how to build questions using WH questions. And the finally category is related to vocabulary, and the vocabulary that students will learn is linked with nationalities, professions, countries, languages, and ages. The competences that students will achieve after working on the activities described previously are the following: to understand very simple text related to their specific area through individual and group reading activities, to use very simple phrases and statements to express their opinion about familiar topics using role plays and monologues, to write short, simple paragraphs about topics concerning other countries, culture, and customs, to comprehend basic English dialogues or conversations about professions, ages, and nationalities, to deal with basic vocabulary linked to culture, politics, history, customs by watching simple videos associated with them.
Now I'm going to talk about methodology. The first component of this chapter is gaps. Gaps are the kind of activities students will do in order to acquire and practice the knowledge they will learn. We are planning to use information gaps, media gaps, and memory gaps. Then we have variety. Variety is conformed by variety of medium, variety of classroom organization, variety of skills, variety of learner roles, and variety of topics. In addition, enjoyment is other component of the methodology. It is the simplest of all ways of engaging the learner's mind. This element is important due to it supports student concentration and motivation during the learning process. Finally, we have preparation. It is related to the way in which the teacher plans the stages of the lessons. The final section of The ESP course consists on evaluation. This term is divided into two parts: learner assessment and course evaluation. In the first aspect, we can find the type of test a student will be faced. These are placement tests that will be done at the beginning of the term as a diagnostic test. Then we have achievement tests. They will be applied to check student progress during the course. And finally, proficiency tests as reference of a student's English proficiency level.
The final step regarding to evaluation is course evaluation. It will evaluate the effectiveness of the course. It is conformed by some questions. The first question is what should be evaluated. It refers to the ability to collect information and the way that students will use it. The second question is how can ESP course be evaluated? The kind of techniques that we will use are text result, questionnaires, and interviews. The other question is who should be involved in the evaluation. The ones who will be evaluated are ESP teachers, students, sponsors, and ESP institution. The other question is when should the evaluation take place? It depends on the teacher. It can be carried out in the first week, at regular intervals, at the end of the course, or after the course as a proficiency test. Okay, audience, that's all for today. Thank you for watching us.
See you next time. Bye bye.
Bye bye.